Hey guys, welcome back to Chris is Losing It. I'm Chris and I have been losing it. I did my first streak of 7 days over the last week. Some of those meals did slip toward keto, so I guess you'd call it Ketovore overall. During that 7 days I had no cheats whatsoever. It's the first week that I've managed that. In that week there was less weight lost than the week before, and that's because most of that water weight was gone. I explained in my last video all about glycogen stores and how that accounts for the bulk of your water weight. So during that week, again, I didn't cook any steak. I do find steak to be a little bit too boring for me at this stage. I'm hoping to get to a place where I'm just a kind of food is fuel guy and I'll be able to not have, nicer tasting things. During this week, I had burgers and things from different places. I had a Burger King double Whopper with bacon with no vegetables. I had a Wendy's burger which had no vegetables. I had a Baconator with no bun, and both of them were quite nice. So in a pinch, those are okay for you. Just make sure that you get no bun. One of the nicest things I had was doner kebab meat, which is lamb. It's got no carbs. Heroes, they call it some places. And I just ordered it for delivery and it was good. I had some smoked salmon which I wrapped around cream cheese. Both of them were left over from bagels the week before, and that's just fine. Again, it's keto, not carnivore, but I'm willing to accept that I can have a little bit of cheese at this early stage. I spruced that up with some fresh ground black pepper and some lemon juice, just to get that flavor of the smoked salmon and cream cheese bagels that I like. During that week, I had some bowel movements that were firmer, just to get that covered. As I say, my weight loss did slow this week. That's probably because I didn't do any fasting at all. I didn't do any intermittent fasting that would count, nothing longer than about 14 hours after sleeping. What I did notice was I was more in tune with my appetite not really being there. I wasn't craving foods like I was previously. There were times where I ate something like the Wendy's burger where it was more about closing the loop in my head, having thought about a Wendy's burger a few days before. It was more about just closing off that loop and getting that done than actually wanting to eat at that time. I debated whether to not have it, and if I lived closer to that Wendy's, I probably would not have done it. To be clear though, during that week I did not feel hungry once. Not for water, anything. I simply did not have the feeling of hunger during that 7 days. I also had lamb burgers, which I find quite tasty, and beef burgers, both with cheddar cheese, but nothing to ruin this weight loss journey. So while I had a clean week and I stayed carnivore, ketovore during the whole 7 days, my weight loss is slower, and the reason for that is that I didn't do any fasts. And fasting is the purest form of ketosis. Your body is just using your fat stores because your insulin level is so low. So during that week, I didn't do any fasts and the weight loss slowed. Now, if you don't do much exercise and you're only sorting out your diet, you should lose about half a pound a day. The calculation for that is that a pound of fat is about 3,500 calories worth. And if your basal metabolic rate is about 1,500 or 2,000, you should lose about half a pound of fat, and that's just from existing and living, breathing, using your brain, not from doing any exercise. If you add in some exercise, I tend to walk a lot, so I get rid of about 1,000 extra calories every day according to this bit of technology, then you will lose more weight. But this week, because I've been eating calories all week and I haven't done any fasts, my weight loss has slowed. I've still averaged about a pound a day, which is great, but not the earlier speed of about 2 pounds a day. So I'm using Samsung Health and this Samsung watch to monitor most of my activity and things like that, my sleep. But Samsung seems to not have the latest science regarding metabolic health. So when I set a target in the app telling them that I want to lose 20 pounds in 8 weeks, it tells me that that's too fast and I should be careful, that rapid weight loss is unhealthy. Now, if you're here, you're probably already familiar with the carnivore diet and the keto diet, and you understand that your body's perfectly happy as long as it's got some sort of fuel. It's perfectly happy to go without carbohydrates, and that just causes rapid weight loss, and there's no two ways about it. If your body gets adapted to using fat for fuel, it'll use up what you eat or get rid of what it can't absorb, and then you'll be using your fat stores in between. If you're on the carnivore diet, you're on the keto diet, you're gonna have rapid weight loss if you stick to it, and I just have seen nothing. If you don't believe me, you can watch Eric Westman, Jason Fung, Ken Berry, other people who are medical doctors who are into all of this, and you'll be reassured that carnivore and keto are not harmful at all, and the rapid weight loss is kind of what you're going for. So God willing, the 20 pound milestone is coming up this week, and I'll do a video then. See you later.